How's it going, internet? John here, and in this video we're checking out the Iconic Guitars Carlsbad. Kevin from Iconic Guitars reached out to me sometime last year. Can't remember when it was. All I remember was it was hot, so it was probably summertime. And we got chatting and I was like, yeah, I'd love to check something out. And really fell in love with these. I love the shape. I think it's really, really cool. Kevin told me that this was actually inspired by Bob Taylor from Taylor Guitars when he visited the factory. And obviously I work with Taylor quite a bit, so that piques my interest considerably, and it's got a few cool appointments to it that I'll talk about now. So the top on this guitar, and hopefully you'll be able to see that not only in the B cam but in some other beauty shots that I'll do, and hopefully do the guitar justice. But the top is actually a Western red cedar top, but it's got some real nice aging appointments to it, which I think work with that vintage aesthetic. Around the back, we've also got an older body with a nice contour here. The finish around the back of the guitar, and I'll try and do this justice with my limited videography skills, is in this oxblood black finish, and it's got a real nice deep red tint to it. And this guitar is also chambered, hence the F-hole here, which is a really cool design, I think. And there's also roasted flame maple purfling around that, which is just wild. So it's got that semi-hollow character and all those resonances and that liveliness when you add a bit of distortion as well, which we'll get to in a bit. And the body is all bound together with this really nice scraped binding around the sides. Around the back as well, we've also got this vintage modern neck heel. We've got this really characterful mastery bridge, and this is just a great, smooth, but still vintage feeling tremolo. It's hard for those two things to marry, but yeah, it feels really great and modern, not intrusive or clunky. In terms of pickups, we've got two P90s. I absolutely love these things. These are called the Revolution 90 pickups. They're so diverse. I think P90s are actually the most diverse type of pickup. Again, I'll show you some sounds later on. You would have heard some in the intro, but these things are great, and you can control them with this three-way toggle here. And of course, you've then got two pots. You've got a volume and a master tone. Moving on to the neck, we've got a maple neck, and we've got a real nice satin nitro finish on that with a nice thin C profile. Again, vintage guitar, but it feels modern. It's not intrusive. It's not difficult to play. And I think really that's where this guitar comes into its own. It sounds vintage and characterful in that way, but it feels like a modern guitar and plays like one as well. There's a 10 to 14 inch radius, and it's got a kind of medium roll on the sides. Again, dead comfortable. And that vintage modern neck heel makes it super accessible up top, and I've got really big, clumsy hands, and it's still just so nice and easy. Really nice little feature as well for those who like to adjust their truss rod. You can access it just above the neck pickup, so it's dead easy to get to. You don't have to screw anything off like that. Moving on to the headstock, we've got this reverse S headstock with a tusk nut up top, and around the back of the headstock, we've got iconic lock-in tuners. Again, a vintage guitar with modern hardware components. I absolutely love that. So let's have a listen to some sounds. I've got a kind of matchless, low gain, pushed clean kind of sound because it's very transparent, shows you how the guitar sounds. Bridge pickup first. So. I love P90s so much. These ones in particular, these Revolution 90s, they really clean up. Like there I was playing really, really light. It's why I like that kind of sound. When you play light, they really clean up. They're nice and bright and articulate. Then you can dig in and they don't get too overbearing. They're kind of in between that single humbucker thing, which I love. Right, middle position. So this will be both P90s. Gonna change key. B minor. I could go on, but I shan't. Right, neck, P90, here we go. Very kind of chewy. I use that word a lot when describing neck pickups that I like. It sounds very chewy when you dig in. think think it's time for some more gain. We've established this guitar sounds great at, you know, clean breakup levels of distortion, but now let's give it some real dirt. Here we go. I want more. Give me more. That's so satisfying. Let's try middle. I actually want to drop tune this digitally and see how it fares when you knock it down a few. I really like the sound of vintage style guitars drop tuned. So this is -3 semitones. That was my fault, not the guitars. Sounds amazing. Curiosity getting the better of me here. -8. Here we go. Now I'm going to try middle position, bring the gain back a bit, and we'll get that more kind of suspension bridge cable sound, I think. I was a kid in the 2000s, so I listened to a lot of drop C metal. I'm also of the opinion that this guitar sounds good on every pickup on clean. Like, quite a lot of guitars don't have that quality. Like, the bridge pickup's usually a bit of a no-no with cleans. But this guitar has that really nice, pleasing mid-range honk thing on a clean channel. Here's the middle pickup on that sound. And neck. Now let's do super cheesy 80s, bright, middle position, 2P90s. Let's go. That feels good. And I think that kind of covers it for the guitar. It's a wonderful bit of kit. I've really enjoyed getting to play with it over the last couple of months. And while this is obviously a particular spec of the iconic Carlsbad, they do tons of other options. You know, there's more modern ones, even with like Floyd Roses and, you know, humbuckers, that kind of thing. There's a whole breadth of them. So check them out over at Iconic Guitars. And once again, thank you to Kevin and the Iconic Guitars team for sending this out all the way from California. Hopefully I'll be out there again soon. I miss it. But yeah, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And I hope this pokey little video does this guitar some justice. I'll have all the relevant links in the video description so you can check out more from Iconic Guitars. Once again, cheers for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.